Hello there, Misfits. This is Kate.
And this is Kevin.
Welcome to Horrorwood.
Misfit Tales.
I don't even know if that'll show up on the recording, but
I hope it does.
I hope it does too. I haven't really played around with
Misfit Tales.
Misfit. I freaking love this machine so much.
It's so cool.
It's so many buttons and colors.
I know. I sit here and I stare at it and I'm like, dude, I want to just like do.
I know, it's so fun. I need to learn how to use it more, but
Oh yeah.
we're getting there.
We're getting there slowly but surely.
Hi, everyone. How is everyone feeling today? Good, great. Horrible, great.
Great.
We are doing a Misfit Tales episode.
I am so excited. We've been talking about this. I mean, we've done a couple, I think,
Yeah.
a while back.
Oh, it's been
like 2 years.
more than a year, yeah.
Yeah. But now that we're doing the subjects and tales are coming in, I'm so excited.
Love it, love it, love it. So we have a few that we've rounded up,
Yes.
and I think we'll make a good episode.
Absolutely.
I haven't read all of them though, so we'll see what they're about.
Right.
Before we get to it, we do have some new subscribers to shout out.
Fabulous.
A few, actually, which is amazing.
I love.
First up,
We have Evelyn.
hello, Evelyn. Thank you so much. She is one of our newest Misfit Murderinos.
I love it. I love her, and I love the name Evelyn.
It's gorgeous.
I had I think a great aunt or someone in my family was named Evelyn.
a great aunt or someone.
I was trying to like family tree it in my head.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, no, I can't do that.
That's
Sorry.
a lot of branches if you're going great aunt.
Too many branches, especially during a thunderstorm.
I wonder if people can hear this thunderstorm outside. I mean, it's
That
kind of
would be-
faint right now, but
Totally. That'd be such a cool background noise,
I
though.
do love a good thunderstorm.
Ugh, it's lovely.
As long as I'm inside and safe.
It
Then
sucks.
I love
Walking
it.
here sucked, but it's okay. That umbrella was like,
So it's only one block. You made it.
I made it.
You made it. All right. We have another shout out, Caitlin Laporte.
Caitlin.
Thank you, Caitlin. Another Misfit Murderino. Thank you so much. Both of those are on our Patreon.
Woo.
Whoop, whoop.
And we have another Caitlin Kate.
Oh.
Caitlin Marnalse. I hope I'm
Caitlin.
saying that right.
Sounded great to
But,
me.
you know, we love you, Caitlin.
Yes,
Welcome.
thank you. She is one of our newest apprentices.
Ooh, an apprentice.
I know. I love it. And then another apprentice we have here is Tracy Sullins.
Hey, Tracy Sullins.
What is up, Tracy? Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, we got our very first YouTube paid subscriber.
We did.
Hey, girl.
Do we know who they are?
So, judging by the screen name, I'm going to say part of her name is Linda.
Oh,
I'm going to say Linda. Could be her name, could be an homage to Wonder Woman. We don't really know, but I think it's Linda.
but I feel like she kind of is Wonder Woman.
Linda
for
Carter
being the first
for-
subscriber
Yes, I think you're right about that.
on YouTube.
Linda, thank you so much. I know I don't have a ton of episodes over there yet. We are working on that. They're coming. Nice. That was not
That was
planned.
good.
And then I think we did get a couple of Apple subscribers. Thank you to you guys. Again, we don't have their names, but we love you. Thank you so much.
Yes, same amount of love headed your way.
Here it is.
Ooh,
It's loosey goosey today. I like
I
it.
do too.
I have my hot tea and my water, and I also just had a decaf espresso, so I am beveraged up.
Whoa, you know, I have started. I don't want to say started. I don't usually drink soda.
Oh, I never drink soda.
Like I used to a ton when I was a kid and
Sure,
a teenager,
same.
and then stopped just completely. But lately, now and then, I've been really like craving and drinking like a Diet Coke.
Oh, wow.
I feel like one of those Diet Coke people right now. You know what I mean? Who are like, oh, I'm not that bad.
I don't know what
I
you're
don't know what I'm
talking
trying
about.
to say. I feel like I see a lot of social media about people who are obsessed with Diet Coke.
Oh.
And they have it like everywhere, like in their cars and at home, just they have it nearby at all times. I'm not there.
Okay.
But when I'm out places like at a restaurant or grabbing a bite to eat, I'm going to get a Diet Coke.
I cannot remember the last time I had soda.
Wow.
Yeah, same with you. Like I had it all the time as a kid. Teenager, like, I mean, that was what I drank at dinner. It's like, okay, I'll have a Pepsi or whatever
Were
it
you a
is.
Pepsi family?
Yeah, we had Pepsi.
Me too.
We had an array of beverages.
Ooh.
And then, yeah, I guess it was maybe in my 20s. I just stopped.
Same. I was like, I'm done with this. I don't need it anymore.
Yeah. I think once I like started learning like kind of what's in a lot of those, I was like, I don't need that. And I don't miss it. I never crave it or anything. I'm like, I don't miss it.
Yeah, out of the blue. I was like, I want a Diet Coke. And now I'm not having it all the time. But
Yeah.
I like it.
Everything in moderation is totally fine.
Like high fructose corn syrup. Do you remember those commercials?
Yes. Because I think Dan, who did some editing for us, was like, do you remember these commercials?
Yes.
Because Carrie Coon did one.
That's right.
Oh, wow. Wow.
They're like, oh, doesn't that have high fructose corn syrup? And they're like, well, what's wrong with it? That it's fine in moderation and it's made from corn?
Exactly. It's actually really bad, guys. Don't do it. Don't do the high fructose corn syrup. All right. Should we get into some of these listener tales here?
I would love to.
I would love to as well. I am going to start off. I'm just going to pull it up on my computer here. This one. Okay. So I'm going to say the name that they've signed off with.
Yes.
Tammy T. You know who you are.
Oh, hey, Tammy.
This is just kind of a short one to get us into it.
Love.
And it kind of goes along a little bit with the one you told when your uncle, I think it was your uncle that passed, who called out your mom's name.
To my mom's name, my cousin. Yes.
Your cousin. Okay, yeah.
Totally fine.
It kind of reminded me of that. It's in that same vein. So she says, this is my experience after losing my best friend in 1998 after an 8-year battle with leukemia. Oh, that is, I'm
so sorry.
She passed exactly 1 month after turning 38, and I was devastated. That's young. The night she passed away, my computer went crazy. My cursor was moving all over the screen. Shortly after, I was sleeping in a water bread.
Water bread.
Delicious. Shortly after, I was sleeping in a waterbed with my little dog. And in the middle of the night, it felt like someone pushed hard and this huge wave woke me. And my dog freaked out and ran to me. We had this touch lamp that started turning on and off by itself.
Ooh.
It was scaring my kids, so I had to unplug it and save it out of sight. Eventually, it all stopped, and every once in a while, I will have a dream about her. I still miss her, and I think I always will.
Aww.
That was beautiful, and that was definitely her coming to you.
That was her.
She was like, I'm still here.
She's like tapping on that lamp.
I'm
She's
not
like,
going
girl,
anywhere.
Listen, that's beautiful.
I also like the idea that, like, her spirit just, like, smacked that waterbed and was like, get ready.
She's like, bitch, you better wake up.
Whoosh.
I love that.
That was beautiful. Thanks, Tammy. All right. You have one?
I do, yes. Let me pull it up here on my device. So this was sent to me by my friend, Chelsea.
Hey, Chelsea.
But it's from her friend, Gloria.
Okay.
Chelsea was telling me about this story, and I was like, would your friend want to submit this?
Yeah.
Like for a tale? And she was like, yeah. So the friend wrote it up, sent it to Chelsea.
Okay. I want to make sure that Gloria was aware.
She knows.
Okay.
She knows.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their story's just out there.
Yeah. Hey, Gloria.
All right. It actually starts with the word all right.
Hey.
Hey. Already
All right.
in it. All right. Okay. All right. So I was about to...
Okay.
Sorry.
We got this.
We got it. I was about to go stay at a hotel in San Antonio, Texas for work, and I started to have a really bad feeling about it around 3 weeks before I went on the trip.
Trust those instincts.
Trust your guts, people. I'm telling you. My coworker had sent me 2 hotels to choose from for our stay, and I didn't really look into either of them and just told her to pick whatever she liked.
Okay.
I would have been on that computer like, girl, what are the amenities?
I live by reviews.
Yeah.
I would have look at every single review of every single option and had to narrow it down.
I do the same. So then I started to get this feeling that I should have looked.
Yes, you should have.
Particularly at the age of the hotel for some reason.
Okay.
Then the trip happens and I get to the hotel, and immediately upon walking in, something tells me that I have to ask the receptionist how old the hotel is.
Weird.
That's wild. She's like marinating on the ages of this place, or the age of this place.
I have never once walked into a hotel and felt like I needed to know how old it was. That's so interesting that was just like this vibe.
Top of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see immediately that it's beautiful and kind of ornate looking, but I just have this feeling that the age matters and I need to find that out.
Oh, that's so weird.
I know. I check in and the receptionist is going over all the details of my stay with me, and then is like, oh, and there are no ice machines available on the floors. We are historic. And I'm like, how historic? And she says, we were built in 1909.
Okay.
And then alarm bells go off in my head, and I feel like this place is haunted as fuck.
What? Just because of when it was built?
She's having some kind of experience.
This is crazy.
Right? She's like, age matters here. Why does it matter?
I need to know more.
There's more. My coworker is in the lobby and she hugs me and welcomes me. And I'm like, hi, it's so good to see you. This place is haunted.
Like, hey, bitch, why'd you pick this
haunted.
place?
She kind of ignores me, but that's a weird thing to say to another person. And I just try to forget the fact that I said it too. And then I go up the elevator so I can put my stuff away and grab dinner with her.
Okay.
I get to my floor and walk down the hall, and it smells awful to me. Like a floral perfume that is dead and stuck in the walls and carpet.
Oh.
I know exactly what she means, though.
I can smell it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yuck. Just nasty, decaying stuff.
Oh my God. First off, I cannot even handle floral perfumes.
Oh,
like,
no.
No. Can't do it. An entire hotel hallway with that smell, I would gag.
It's not a great smell. Yeah, she said it's just nasty, decaying stuff that is pungent and has been there for a long time. I am grossed out and feel watched and just all around not good. And after dinner, I go back to my room and barely sleep a wink the whole night.
Well, sure.
Next day, we go to dinner and the bellhop asks us where we are going and if we need any directions. That's kind. I mean, and their job.
I was going to say, I mean, he's just doing what he's supposed to be doing.
We tell him we're going somewhere near the Alamo, and he says, oh, that's across from the most haunted hotel in San Antonio.
And so this wasn't the most haunted hotel?
I don't think so. You're staying at the second most haunted hotel in
there's
San
the
There it
answer.
is, sorry. In San Antonio. My coworker bursts out laughing as I hadn't shut up all day about how haunted this place is. And she kept telling me that I was crazy. And I start yelling, I knew it, because I feel both vindicated and horrified.
Yeah.
She just knew there was something going on there.
She felt
Even
something.
before she went there.
That's what's
Isn't
weird.
that crazy? Oof. I proceed to barely sleep for the rest of my stay, but promise myself I will not read anything on the internet about the hotel until I am on my way back home so I don't somehow sleep worse.
Oh, I would have immediately
Google. I'd be on Google like haunted, who died here.
Yes, exactly.
Was
What
this like a
happened?
funeral home
Was
at one
this a
point?
tragedy?
Right.
Was there like a mass casualty?
Right.
You need to know all the answers.
The day of my departure comes and I go to the airport and sit at my gate and finally Google the St. Anthony Hotel.
I was wondering if we were going to get the
We
name.
got the name.
Okay.
In San Antonio, Texas. And then I see all the shit. There's a little boy who bounces a ball down the hallways.
Why is it always a little boy bouncing a ball down the hallway?
I don't know.
I feel like I've heard that in multiple haunted hotel stories.
Yeah, the little kids playing. If I were a ghost, I don't think I'd want to spend my eternity like bouncing a ball around. That sounds
Unless
so
that was like,
boring.
well, but you're also a middle-aged man. If you were a young child, maybe you would like to do that.
You just see my ghost slumped in a corner with a ball like next to me, and I'm like, I don't want to. And then I just vanish.
And then whoever's there is like, it's okay, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
It's your afterlife.
Right.
You get to choose your own afterlife.
Oh, I love it. So there's also a woman in a red dress who runs into the women's bathroom in the lobby.
Okay. Crying?
Her legs disappearing underneath a stall.
All right.
A
But no crying.
doesn't say crying.
Okay.
But we have seen women running into bathrooms in haunted theaters.
Yeah.
Oh. A couple who show up in different rooms of the hotel as guests are opening their doors for the first time, having a cocktail together, and making people think their room is occupied.
They're in other guests' rooms?
Oh, it's a couple who show up in the rooms of the hotel as guests are checking in and opening the door to their room for the first time. There's just a couple.
I don't like that.
And there's a woman who people know as the Lavender Lady.
Ooh.
We have a different color.
Love it.
Oh, who makes her presence known by the smell of her lavender perfume.
Okay, hate that smell, but I love my lavender girl.
Yeah. I came across a term recently called lavender marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard of that until recently.
You have, because we've actually talked about it on the show.
I don't remember anything anymore.
We cover a lot of things on the show, so I'm not surprised. Gloria, that was wild. I need to know if you've ever gone back there. I need to know if your friend felt anything, your coworker, while that you were there, because it doesn't sound like she did.
I mean, she had an uneasy feeling that
the coworker did.
I'm sorry, no, not the coworker.
Oh, okay.
But she, like Gloria, had a feeling. She was kind of like, "There's something here."
Not right. Gloria, you have a special gift.
Yeah, I use it. Next time you're going traveling, make sure to pay attention to those feelings. And also go online and research the hotels.
Check those reviews.
It's just
Kevin's falling apart.
from the seams.
All right. Well, thank you, Gloria and Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea, for getting that story. Thank you, Gloria, for writing it in.
All right, so I'm going to use the name again that is listed under the, like how they signed off, which is Deedee. And Deedee calls this Two Friends Creepy Story.
Love.
I do too. She writes, "Hi folks, love the podcast, which I just found a few months ago. Thank you. I've binged a huge amount and now have been saving some for later listening.
Hey.
I have a story to share about a frightening experience that happened when I was in high school years before cell phones. It's kind of long, so feel free to edit. Deedee, it's not long, and we're not editing anyone's stories, so give it all to us."
I love the name Deedee. It also reminds me, do you remember that news blooper where it came up someone named Deirdre Manganoda had passed away and the reporter can't read it? And she's like, and we have to say, whatever to Deedee Mega Doo-Doo.
No, that's terrible.
I know. It's awful. And everyone's like, why did you say that? If you can't say the last name.
Yeah. Just put it on the screen and spell it.
But she says it so earnestly. She's like, Deedee Mega Doo-Doo. I'm sorry.
I can't look at your face when you say that. That's horrible. Oh, God. All right, back to this Deedee,
yes, this
who's
Deedee.
very much
Who's
alive.
Amazing.
Oh, I just hit my mic. Sorry. All right, so she says, "My friend, we'll call her A, and I lived a few houses apart. In the summer, we had a habit of walking around our town at dusk."
Oh, the memories.
Which almost always ended up in the local ice cream shop. Hey.
Yeah, it did.
One night, we just left the shop and A spotted a pickup truck in the parking lot. This sounds bad.
Yeah.
There was a 30-ish-year-old guy behind the wheel just sitting there. Don't like that.
Mm-mm.
As A and I walked by, the guy said something like, hey girls, want a party?
No.
The answer is absolutely
Stranger
not.
danger.
A, who could be a real smartass, said to him, no, you're too old. We both started laughing and kept walking. This creep pulled his truck out of the driveway or parking lot, still talking to us as we walked up the hill to the main street. He kept trying to get us to take a ride. Nope, you do not want to take that ride. Telling us we were pretty and we'd have fun. A continued to talk to him, but I kept telling her to ignore him. Good, because he's no good. He was driving the same speed as we were walking, and for some reason, there was no other traffic on the road. So he followed us this way for 2 blocks.
Yikes.
That's terrifying. There was a red light at the top of the hill, so A and I started running towards our street as he waited for the light to change. As soon as the light turned green, he came barreling down the road. The main road in our town always had traffic. It's also a bus route. There's a lot of traffic lights, and the speed limit was 35 miles per hour. But strangely, there was no traffic in sight in either direction that night. That's like something out of like Twilight Zone.
I know, that's weird and scary.
It was getting dark now, and we were about 8 blocks from our street.
That's a ways.
We decided to run down the next street and take the back streets to get home. I can see their thinking there, like
Sure.
maybe they could lose them, but I also feel like back streets feel very scary to me. Like I would want to be on a main.
But then if there's nobody on the main,
Then what good is it?
what good is there?
Yikes. But this cretin sped up and tried to block us as we ran back up the hill, yelling at us. Well, that's rude. We tried to either slow down or speed up to get him away from us, but as there was no traffic, he just followed our speed.
Oh,
At every intersection, he'd either turn down the same road to follow us or would pass us and sit at the next intersection waiting for us to cross. That's fucked up.
murderer.
He was determined to get us into his truck.
And how old are they?
They're high school.
Jeez.
As we crossed in front of him, we were panicked that he'd either jump out and grab us or run us over. Oh my God, this is terrifying. He kept swearing at us and screaming to get in the truck. In the meantime, A and I were calculating if we should run towards home or try to go to a friend's house past our street. Yeah, I feel like you don't want him to see where you live.
No.
But then also you don't want to lead him to a friend's house.
No.
What do you do?
What do you do?
And what if that friend's not home?
Right.
But when we were 2 blocks away from our street, he pulled up next to us and yelled, "Get in the truck now. I have a gun."
Oh my God.
We both ran as fast as we could towards our street. 1 block before ours, he turned his truck around and sped off in the opposite direction.
Oh.
We tore off towards our street and ran into my house, which was closer. We slammed the door, and my father, who was watching TV, asked us what was going on. Nothing, we said.
Oh, no.
Of course. Girl, a lot's going on.
There's a lot happening.
We stayed in my house, peeking out the windows for about an hour to make sure he wasn't driving by looking for us. We should have told my dad and called the police. Yes.
I think so.
Yes. But we didn't.
Whoop.
We didn't know if he had a gun, but this guy was out to hurt someone. When I think of this story, I hope that he just went back to his ogre den and didn't follow or attack anyone else that night. Thanks, Deedee. Oh my God. Deedee, he was going to probably rape and or kill you.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
That's terrifying. Or even kidnap you.
That's so
Whoa.
scary. I bet he did not have a gun. I think that was a warning.
I think so.
Only because if he had a gun, he would have shown it.
Right. If
And-
someone's just yelling, "I have a gun."
Yeah.
Obviously, always be careful.
Obviously, yeah,
Take it seriously.
for sure.
People will go off. You never know when somebody is going to lose it.
This is like a slightly different thing, but it's kind of like the thing with road rage
Yeah.
where you don't know who has a gun.
Right.
And if you cut them off or give them the finger as you're passing, you don't know if that's going to be the thing that makes them snap.
Sure.
because it happens. That's so scary. Deedee, I'm glad that you and A made it through that. I'm curious, did you ever tell your dad, like even years later, were you ever like, so by the way?
I would have also like gone back into the newspapers or something and tried to see if he had done something. Or was he an outsider? Was he like a person in the town?
I mean, they don't know who this is,
have
so
no clue.
they wouldn't have a name.
They wouldn't. Oh, man.
That's scary.
That's really terrifying.
I think I told it on here. The guy at the gas station, the carjacking that he followed me.
Yeah,
so then I was like going all these different ways and he just kept turning the same ways. Yeah, it's so scary.
Yeah.
Deedee, thank you for the story.
Thanks, Deedee. Now it's my turn again. You ready, Kate, for another tale? Another misfit tale?
I'm so ready. I'm going to have a sip of my tea first, though, actually. It's getting a little cold. I could hear myself like swallowing that in the microphone. That was gross.
It wasn't gross.
You all wouldn't know because I'm sure I cut that out. So,
all right. This one is from Erin Carlson.
Erin Carlson, who hosts the Stars of the Golden Age podcast.
Yes.
Who, I mean, we don't know her, but we know her, but we don't know her, but we know her.
I feel like we know her, especially because she wrote us in a tale. Woo. All right. She says, hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Erin.
While listening to your last Misfit Monday episode,
which was a solid year and a half ago.
So long ago. I got chills while listening to Annie's story about the lady in white ghost on the toll bridge. Because I had a similar experience years ago.
Ooh.
Picture it. Love that. Love a Golden Girls ref. Picture it. Sicily. No, not Sicily. Northern Minnesota on a dark country road about 30 miles out of town at about midnight on a Friday night.
Ooh, okay.
We were 19 years old. It was me, 2 guy friends, and my best friend, Jody. Side note, Jody passed away from brain cancer 10 years ago when we were 34 years old. Shout out to her spirit. I know she's listening because she's always with me.
Oh, shout out to Jody.
Yeah. Anyways, we may or may not have been drinking beer while driving around in the middle of nowhere.
Girl.
Jody and I had to pee really bad. And our only option was to pull over and pee on the side of the road.
Oh, man.
I don't think I've ever peed on the side of the road, but I puked on the side of a road.
Oh, I've definitely puked on the side of a road.
Yeah.
I don't think I've peed on one, though.
Well, let's fix that.
There's always a first for everything.
When we went to PopCon and we were going to stop.
Oh, my God. I felt so bad.
You have no reason to feel bad. I laugh about it now.
We're driving. And it was right before we hit that rest area that I didn't realize was a rest area. You're like,
no, it did. I didn't. I mean, I wasn't sure either. Because
you're so casually just if we could pull over at the next rest area. And I was like, I don't think that's one. And turns out it was, sorry. And then the next one wasn't for an hour and a half or something. I felt so bad. Because by that point, you were like, okay, so I'm really going to need to pull over.
It's I have to pee so bad. That was so funny.
Oh, man.
All right. So they had to get out on the side of the road to pee.
Yeah.
As we're squatting down and peeing next to each other at the back of the car, I looked up and saw a woman in a long white flowing dress about 30 feet in front of the vehicle.
Oh.
The boys were still in the car and the headlights were shining right on her.
Oh, that's creepy.
There were no other cars around and no houses on the stretch of road we were on.
What is up with there not being any traffic when you really need there to be some traffic?
Nobody's there when you need it.
Well, I guess they are peeing, so maybe they were glad there was no traffic.
Sure, that is true. And it is the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Here's the creepy part. I mean, I feel like what you just said was already
I feel like
really
we're already
creepy.
there, but okay.
The woman wasn't walking or running. She was floating.
Oh.
Ooh. She was moving at about the pace of a jog and floating very smoothly along.
Oh.
It's kind of fast.
That's a fast float.
It's a fast float. Damn. Elevated about 2 feet above the ground.
Weird.
My heart started racing, and I whispered to Jody next to me, "Oh my God, do you see that lady?" And she replied, "I didn't want to say anything because I thought you'd think I was crazy. I see her too."
Oh, wow. That's confirmation.
I know. She was floating away from us, so we didn't see her face, just her long light brown hair and her beautiful long white dress.
I bet she didn't have a face.
Ooh, it was actually more like a pretty old-timey nightdress.
Always old-timey.
Old-timey. So we're still peeing as we come to...
I like that this is all happening
While you're
midstream.
urinating. Yeah, as they came to this realization, we both see her, and scared shitless, we pull up our jeans without caring at all if we got a little pee on them.
Ew, I would care.
We had to get the F back in that car. We watched her quickly float off into the darkness ahead of us as we fumbled our pants up. We got in the car, locked the doors, and frantically asked our guy friends in the front seat if they saw the woman.
Yeah.
They had no idea what we were talking about.
What?
This was circa 1999, so their faces wouldn't have been glued to a phone. We were forced to talk to each other and look out windows back in the olden days.
The good old days.
Oh my God. They accused us of being drunk and crazy and laughed it off. We had to drive in the direction that she had floated away in.
Oh, weird.
But we never saw her again. The woman looked very beautiful, and for some reason, even though it was super creepy, there was a sense of peace and calm about her.
Oh.
I knew she wouldn't hurt us. And the fact that the guys didn't see her, only us girls, makes me think she only wanted to be in the presence of other women. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And now I can only hope that one day I'll see Jody floating along in a long white dress when I least expect it.
Oh.
Hopefully I won't be peeing in a ditch when that happens.
Oh, man.
Oh, Erin, what a tale.
Oh, thank you, Erin. That's wild. The fact that her friend saw it too, like...
And you're both seeing it and you're like, you're seeing that right.
Yeah, that's
I feel like
crazy.
rarely with ghost stories you get anything.
Yeah.
Like any confirmation, even from people you're with.
Oh,
Damn.
wild. Oh, that's a good one. All right. I have a final tale. Let me pull it up. Okay, so this one comes from Alice from Quebec. Hello, Alice in Canada.
Canada.
So she emailed and she said, "Hi, my name's Alice. I'm from the province of Quebec in Canada, and I've been listening to your podcast for a while now. Thank you. I absolutely love everything about it, from the stories you tell to the quality and professionalism you both bring into your craft."
Well.
Thank you so much, Alice. She also said that she said, "I know you must get thousands of stories every day." Alice.
No.
You have grossly overestimated the popularity of this show. But thank you.
It took us 1.5 years to just get a handful. But everyone who wrote in, you're a fucking star.
Love all
Love
of you.
you.
She says that this is a pretty long story. It's never too long. And that she's tried to cut as much as possible. I hope not.
No.
She says also, English is my second language, so apologies if some phrases don't make any sense.
Well, we got it. We'll figure it out.
I don't even have a second language, so you're already miles ahead of me. All right. Let me pull this up. Okay. This whole thing happened to me about 10 years ago, which is crazy to even think about. During the 2016 summer, I don't know why, but I started suffering from night terrors. I say suffering because it started once in a while, but slowly became more frequent. Frequent to the point where a night without night terrors was rarer. Have you ever had night terrors?
Yes.
Really?
I think I've talked about it before.
Oh, maybe.
But I was studying abroad in London, and I think it was the stress of just going to a different country, and I was in my dorm room. And two things happened. Actually, it was like a series of things that happened. But I was sleeping. I was having a nightmare that a disfigured man with shears.
Okay.
Are those what you
like
use to
hedge
cut plants?
clippers?
Hedge clippers was chasing me.
Oh.
And he was trying to cut me with them. And I ran into a shed, locked the door, and he burst in and took the shears. I was trying to shield my face with my arm, and he stabbed the shears through my arm.
Oh my God.
And I felt the stabbing. It hurt so bad. But then as I woke up, I saw a shadow in the corner of the dorm room.
Ooh.
And then that made me keep screaming.
Sure.
And then finally that just kind of dissipated. That was my
Oh,
night
wow.
terror experience.
I thankfully have not had an experience like that, but I know people that have. It sounds so harrowing. I mean, getting stabbed sounds awful.
And who knew? And my body made up the pain.
That's so weird.
I think.
Oh, that's interesting. All right. Well, Alice says, in hindsight, the logical and rational explanation would be that the night terrors were a symptom of severe anxiety I started developing at the time, and I was stressed about going to sleep, which would most likely lead to a night terror. And, it quickly becomes a vicious cycle. But if I want to tell the story, especially to you guys, it's because there is also a part of me that thinks that I've experienced some sort of supernatural thing.
Ooh.
And I'd love to hear about what other people who are also sensitive to those things think. Here are some disclaimers I'd like to get out of the way before I get started.
Okay.
Love a disclaimer.
Love a disclaimer. Give us all of them.
Number 1. This took place during my first year of, it's a French word. I don't know it. Segep? Like the equivalent of college over here. Okay. So I was experiencing a lot of new things in a short amount of time, which I think must not have helped with the anxiety. Makes a lot of sense.
Yep, that's a lot.
Number 2, I will focus on the main aspect of the story because it is already long enough as it is, and I feel like tripping over little details of night terror symptoms might be feeling redundant. It absolutely wouldn't.
It would not tell me everything.
Exactly. Number 3, I am not a religious person whatsoever. I don't believe in God, never read the Bible, never been to mass. I'm not an atheist. I think that anyone who believes in any religion is valid. I just don't believe in any of those things. Fair. So the story takes place from, I'd say, midsummer 2016 until March 2017, I think. Maybe April. The specific timeline is a bit blurry after all this time, but what matters is to know that it spanned over a couple of months. Like I said, I started experiencing night terrors with the good old classics of not realizing you're actually asleep, seeing shadow figures at the corner of your room.
See?
Some light sleep paralysis. Anyways, the good stuff. At some point, I've started to realize a common theme in my dreams, as if it was a recurring thing. The dream would go as follows. I would be living through a typical daily life occurrence, work, hanging out with friends, spending time with my family, etc., and it felt like a normal dream, when all of a sudden, everything around me would gradually slow down to eventually come to a full stop. There was even that cliche noise that you hear in movies. I don't know how to describe it properly, but it's like when a character would immerse themselves in water and there's like a low rumble noise.
I know exactly
yes,
what you're
I
talking
hear that.
about. Yeah.
Anyways, everything would come to a stop but me. So I would look around in absolute confusion. I would never have much time to realize what was going on because every time I noticed someone further away, waving hello to me with a smile, then I'd wake up. I say someone, and she put someone in quotes. I said air quotes, but it's written, so it's just actual quotes.
Just actual quotations.
I say someone because it looked like a normal man. But deep down, even in my dream state, I felt like that was not a person, not a human.
Oh, no.
That feeling being scary enough, I feel like you'd agree. Imagine the feeling when I realized that every time I had a similar dream, I could see that man clearer than the last time. Ooh.
No.
You know what it reminds me of? Did you ever watch that movie, The Man Without a Face?
No.
With
I don't
Mel
think
Gibson.
So.
For whatever reason, I was obsessed with that movie as a kid.
Whoa.
And I watched it over and over and over again. I don't know why it just popped into my head. All right. I put 2 and 2 together and realized he was getting closer to me. I had night terrors more often than I had this specific dream. So I have to admit that I sort of let down my guard and only reacted too late in my dreams to try and notice something specific. Any physical aspect of that quote unquote man, a feeling I'd get to warn me that type of dream is coming, anything that would help me prepare for this weird occurrence. I could never do so, unfortunately, and I would always get caught off guard. But then, for a while, it stopped. All of it. The night terrors and this weird dream, I'm not sure why, but it just did. So, if I had let my guard down before... ...
Oh, no.
I'll jump in time here and bring you to spring 2017. It was a night before a final exam, so I guess the stress levels were higher than usual. I had studied all night, but I still managed to get to bed at a decent hour. For some reason, I opened my window to sleep. Girl. Alice?
Listen, Alice, I'm with you.
Close and lock that window, girl.
Feel the breeze.
Oh my God. As cliche as it may sound, spring doesn't very much exist in Quebec. It's only an extension of winter. So it wasn't like I was dying from heat, but the window was open.
Fair enough.
It's very similar to Chicago, although we have like a few fake springs and then
we're into...
Then we get summer.
Yeah, summer.
It's like winter, 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 fake spring, winter, fake spring, winter, fake spring, summer. Okay, so she says... It wasn't like I was dying from heat, but the window was open. I remember because this one and final night terror started with me being awoken by a loud banging noise. It sounded like if you slammed the cover of one of those industrial metallic bins over and over again.
Ooh, that's heavy.
Yeah. At first, I thought maybe the ice rink next door to my dorm was closing down after an event or something, but it was too frequent and quite frankly annoying for someone to actually be throwing out stuff. But I was awake at that point, so I tried to look out the window and I could see the bins, but not anyone or anything banging on it. I closed the window and asked myself if it might be coming from the emergency staircase from the dorms, since my room was right next to it. I looked at the time, and it was around midnight, so I don't know why anyone would be messing around at that time during the exams rush, but college, not much makes sense.
I know that's right. Also, the other night, because I have my window open all the time.
Kevin, we've talked about this.
I know, but it just gets so hot. But it's been windy lately, like real windy.
Yeah.
And like this huge gust of wind came through. It blew my curtains off my wall. And then all the out back in the alleyway, they have all the dumpsters.
Yeah.
And all the lids of the dumpsters flew open and slammed shut.
Oh.
And flew open and slammed shut. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Wow. That's a strong wind.
Yeah, it came in through my apartment so hard, the whole thing rattled.
Oh, wow.
Like,
yikes.
Then I shut it. I shut the window at that point. I was like, fuck.
Finally. It only took some weather. Alice says, I take a look through the peephole. Second red flag from that night. After the invisible dumpster slammer, the big bright and red exit sign outside my door was off. I knew I had just looked at my microwave to check the time, so there wasn't a power outage. Plus, those things aren't supposed to shut down even during a power outage. Don't ask me where I got the courage, but I still decided to open the door to listen outside. Nothing. Not a single noise. Of course not. It's midnight. People have exams every day of the week. No one is awake besides me. I finally put two and two together and figure I must be having another episode. So I close my door, double lock it, take my iPod, and manage to do some breathing exercises and eventually fall asleep. The dream started like another life event that could have absolutely happened. I get home from work to find my parents having a dinner party with some of their friends over. I recognize everyone, so I go through the typical greetings and put my stuff down. I hear screaming in the background. Not bad screams, but young children playing loudly somewhere in the house. My parents were the first in their friend group to have children, so their friends' kids are all a bit younger than me. So again, nothing weird. Suddenly, I see someone I don't know. One of the children, this young boy I've never seen before. I must have pulled a weird face because one of the friends says it's a friend of their kids from school. No biggie, hand me a drink and what are we having for dinner? A little later, the kids come up to the friend in question, saying that their buddy is not feeling well. The adult friend suggests he goes and lays down for a bit and that they should all, in fact, slow down, maybe watch a movie or something. So the kid I don't know goes into a room and that's that. Next thing I know, there's a jump in time to where I come back from like the bathroom or whatever, and everyone is gone from the dining room. I hear a commotion from the bedroom where the little kid was laying down. I also hear screams, but not good ones this time.
Oh.
I get this feeling deep down in my gut that something is definitely wrong when all of a sudden I simply hear, "There's no time. He needs an exorcism."
Oh my God. That is not what I expected.
Neither did I. That took a wild turn.
Oh, my friend's not feeling well. Oh, he's possessed.
Oh, he needs an exorcism. Then, and this image is burned in my brain and still gives me shivers after all of this time, I see this procession in front of me. All the men are holding down the kid who's trying to fight his way out of their grip, making evil noises, basically like that scene in The Conjuring 3. And some of the women are following around, saying some prayers, I think, because she doesn't go to church. She doesn't know.
She doesn't know.
And carrying a cross, while the others are comforting the other kids who are crying because they're scared. I don't know how to react. I don't know what to do. I'm frozen in place and trying to come to my senses and realize what is happening. A literal horror movie taking place in front of my eyes, but it feels painfully real. And then it happened. The possessed child manages to get out of the men's grip and jumps on me, knocking me over. I fall down on my back with the child on top of me, and I look into his eyes. Like I said, I'm not a religious person, but in that moment, my first thought was, this is what hell feels like.
Oh.
Everything good was sucked out of me for a moment, and then the child smiled.
Oh.
That same smile that I've seen this quote unquote man have. My second thought was, he got me. Okay,
Wild.
I just got chills.
I did too. Ew, it's the thing from the dream.
I just have chills. When I woke up, I immediately started crying. I was out of breath, shaking, sweating. I don't know why, but my first thought was to look at the time. It was a little past 3 a.m.
The witching hour.
When I finally managed to sort of calm down, I looked through my peephole again. The exit sign lights were back on. I didn't know what to do, what to think, but I knew I was not going back to sleep. I was absolutely terrified.
Hell no.
Morning came. I went to my exam and left to spend the weekend in my hometown. I basically locked myself in my bedroom during the whole weekend. It felt like the ability to experience any positive feeling was sucked out of me for the longest time after that. I couldn't talk to anyone about what happened. Firstly, because I couldn't really explain it. Secondly, because only the thought of it would make me cry.
Oh.
I actually was not able to talk about it for years without wanting to cry. But my night terrors completely stopped after that. I don't mean just the weird recurring dream. I mean all of it. To this day, I don't know what happened to me. Was it supernatural, severe anxiety, a mix of both? Who knows? I'm not an expert in anything regarding psychology or the paranormal, so at some point I've stopped trying to make sense out of it and find an explanation and just accept that it is an experience I would have to live with. Of course, I was able to feel happy again, laugh, and have fun. I also started to have some night terror symptoms again in situations in my life when I was under a lot of stress, but nothing that I couldn't handle after that. Yeah, I imagine once you go through that, like you could pretty much take anything. I've learned to accept that I know that this left a mental scar. Like I know it's still there, but it doesn't feel as intense as it did before. Actually, in a funny way, I feel like I have this gift now. I'm very intuitive now, and my party trick, as some people like to call funny quirks they have, is that I can look in someone's eyes and know things about them that I have no way of knowing.
Whoa.
As if I can access something just by connecting through eye contact for a couple of seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sensitive to people and places' energy now. At first, I thought it was a terrible thing because it's very draining. I feel like people who have the same gift know. But now I truly consider it to be a gift because I've learned to tame that thing inside of me that allows me to feel things other people can't and use it as positively as I can. That's amazing.
That's fantastic. Wow.
At the end of the day, I think this is what it is all about, making the best out of a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your time and allowing me to have a safe space to share this story. To anyone out there maybe going through something similar, if there is anything to take out of this, I think it's to remember that you are stronger than any negativity that is trying to latch on to you in life. Good always wins. That was really beautiful at the end.
Thank you for that, Alice. Like, I needed to hear that, actually.
Yeah, that was really lovely.
What a story. Also, you were being haunted by something, some kind of demon.
The fact that she could see that man was not human.
Right. She just knew that he wasn't.
Because in my brain, I'm like, okay, well, was that her stress personified?
I mean, it could be, right? Because these night terror things happen when there are big life changes.
It sounds like it.
But also, I hear you, Alice, about it kind of being always present, because I can recall when I had that night terror and that experience clearly. I can still feel the emotions around that experience. It's never left.
That's
ever.
wild. I feel bad for anyone that's had to deal with something like that. I've never, and hopefully never will, experience anything like that. But yeah, I've definitely heard of people talking about it.
It's such an intense fear and emotion. It kind of just leaves a mark.
I would imagine.
Oof. I'm with you. I understand, Alice. But it's awesome that you came back from that with sort of this gift.
Yeah.
That gives you an insight into people that not a lot of people have.
I thought when she said that she could look into someone's eyes and
see their demons.
I thought she was going to say, and see whether or not they're actually human. And I was like, that's a gift.
That is also a gift.
Oh, wow. These were great.
These were amazing. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. And lock your windows when you go to bed at night so that creepy people don't sneak in and your wind doesn't blow the curtains off your walls.
I know.
And if some strange guy in a pickup truck is like, hey, girls, want to party? Keep walking.
Yeah.
Or running. Do whatever you got to do to get away from that guy.
Yeah.
He's no good.
Follow your intuition. Follow your feelings.
And if someone is going to book a hotel for you, look that shit up. I would need to know every single detail. Although I lean into haunted hotels.
I know.
That's fun. So I'd be like, ooh. And if you lose someone and all of the sudden all of your electricity and your lights and everything start going crazy, that's that person saying hey, bitch.
Hey.
I'm here. And if you're with a friend and you're peeing behind a truck and all of a sudden the lady in white starts floating away, lean into it, follow her, see where she's going.
Maybe she's going to the hottest party in town.
Hey.
She's like, I can't even run to get there. I have to fly.
But I can float jog.
Float.
All right. Well, keep sending us your tales. Should we throw out a topic for the next one?
Yeah, I think we should.
Have you ever had a near-death experience?
That is perfect.
Let us know. You can write that tale to us at
horrorwoodpodcast@gmail.com.
And also feel free to comment on this episode on any of the places where you can comment, especially if you've experienced anything similar. Let us know.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. In fact, write it into a story and email it to us.
Do that, please. We read them, I promise.
Yes. And thank you to all of our new subscribers. Thank you so much. We love you. You can subscribe on Patreon, YouTube, Apple, all those places. I think those are all the ones.
Those are the three. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right. Don't do murder, but do write us your tales.
Yes, please.
Bye.